Intern, look! Guess what this is? Freshly arrived from, would you believe it, Canada! I had no idea where the barren ground caribou was actually native to, just that one of them had somehow gotten onto this island, which is like south of South America. Oh my gosh, look at all the penguins. So when I talked around, I managed to find a female that we could get permission to bring over as a mate, a potential mate or at least companion to our mascot caribou, whose name is Ranger. The biologist in our group voted on Ranger for some reason. It actually is kind of a play on the genus of the barren ground caribou, Rangifer. So we have Ranger. And now, oh, Emperor Penguin 1 is sick. Okay, well, let's let her out. So now we have a female to come join him. And she has been voted, and her name is going to be Yuki, after just like snow in Japanese. So that would definitely be appropriate. I was hoping they would go for snow in another language, but they wanted to start at Yuki. So we start here, and now we take care of the sick penguins. Oh my gosh. It's a busy morning. It's a very busy morning. But I'm excited. I think the caribou are going to be fantastic additions to our zoo. Zoo, I keep saying zoo. This is not a zoo. This is a natural conservation resource center. Let's see. We're going to see. You're okay. Good. So the biologists are taking good care of the sick animals. Look at the baby rockhopper penguin. And oh, another baby rockhopper penguin. Oh, that's wonderful. And our good friend Ben is still working very hard at figuring out why our emperor penguins have the mysterious vanishing egg syndrome. So hopefully we will have an antidote to give our little colony pretty soon so that they can breed. And oh my gosh, so many poop samples. We really should get, in fact, you know what? We have an excess of poop samples. So what I'm actually going to do, because bird poop is an excellent fertilizer, believe it or not, what I'm actually going to do is over here for now. Oh my gosh, look at all these trees. I bet nobody can walk over here because these trees don't let you walk past them. So we're going to clear some of them out, and we're going to put in a composting area, which I know seems so weird, but we're going to put it over because it can help this park turn over a little bit more funding. We can sell the compost to the local people. Bird poop is actually a fantastic source of different nutrients. Oh, he's picked up his pace. Ranger, are you happy? You've got a female to hang out with. Well, he's marking his territory, that's for sure. Also, I found out that amazingly, the barren ground caribou, in fact, let me double check. I just want to make sure this is right. Yep. And this is actually pretty interesting too. But our barren ground caribou, like we have right here, their main source of food is actually lichen, which is kind of moss. And, you know, they feed on some grasses, but also twigs and mushrooms. They've also been observed to eat antlers and seaweed and to lick from salt deposits. So that's a lot of, like, really, oh, I think he's happy. He's calling to her. I think they're happy. So they will eat the antlers to regain the calcium into their bodies. They will also eat mushrooms. That made me excited. I was like, this is a big animal, and it primarily eats lichen and mushrooms. Are you kidding me? But that is what they eat. However, they also have been observed to occasionally eat, if they can get their little mouths on them, lemmings and fish and bird eggs. So I thought that was pretty darn interesting. So these guys will feed on lemmings, fish, and bird eggs if given the opportunity. There you go, Ranger. Man, he's beautiful. I just love him. He's our little mascot. What do you think of the new lady, huh? He's just peeing again, marking his territory. And Yuki's just kind of shaking. My goodness, Ranger. You are a hilarious caribou. But I thought that was pretty cool. So I kind of want to put around some more of the Arctic moss. For him. Are you doing okay? You guys are really thirsty pretty often, even though you keep going into the water. So come here. Come here. There we go. I don't want to have to put out the vitamin water, but I will. Ah, come on, come on. You know how to drink from the water. It's gonna be okay, little Puffin. These guys are so stubborn about that. Let's see. He's going into the water. Alright, let's see if we can bring him. Maybe he'll drink. Let's do an experiment. That is what we are, after all. We are biologists. We do experiments. If we bring him over to the shallow water pond, will he drink? Alright. He's standing. He's looking at the food dish. He's standing. He's gonna go drink the water. I wonder if the puffins just really need shallower water. So what we might need to do, where's the really thirsty Puffin? He's right here. Yeah, and now he's doing better. Look at the little baby swimming around in circles in the tiny pond. That's the cutest thing. Look at him just going little teensy circles around and around and around. Oh my goodness, that is so freaking cute, Intern. So freaking cute. But alright, let me see. I want to put down some more moss for our caribou, so we're going to grab this Arctic moss. And since it's one of their main food sources, I want to put it down around where our caribou hang out. Because they're really cool. I really like our caribou. Here you go, little guys. There you go. We got lots of Arctic moss. Ranger seems happy. I hope Yuki warms up to you. She seems a little bit more like, eh. Yuki dislikes being in such a smelly exhibit. Well, you're in the water. And I'm not going to make any promises about the water quality right now, because it's hard to keep this maintained, Yuki. It's hard to keep it maintained. Do you know how many penguins poop a day in this place? A lot. A lot of penguins, Yuki. Alright. Oh, hang on, hang on. Alright, Atlantic Puffin 17. Oh, you're sick? Come here. Oh, they're definitely keeping us on our toes. I think we need to hire at least a few more biologists. Alright, there you go, little one. So I'm going to hire 4 more biologists because we need to start working on that cold water reef. And oh my gosh, Intern, I learned that cold water reefs are like some of the most diverse and beautiful places in the ocean, and I had no idea. I really didn't. I thought they were like really simple. Let's see. We're going to change their names to you are biologist Ogitsu, biologist Yukov, biologist Pearson, and biologist Mikowski. Actually, we're going to change your whole name because you're going to be biologist Catherine. Catherine, there we go. There we go. All right, and we're going to set them free, let them loose. Hopefully they can help out so we can work more on taking care of building up the cold water reef. And I was thinking that cold water reefs might be very simple, but they actually have diversity to rival the more shallow warm water reefs. So I was really excited to learn about them. They're normally at very low depths, very deep in the water. So we're going to start with a little one kind of over here and then build our way up over time. So let me dig out. Let's see. No, not you guys. I want, let's see. Like these kinds of rocks. Yeah. So we're going to pop over here. Yuki, if you dislike being in such a smelly exhibit, I suggest you get out of the water. Like, really, come over here. What do they have to eat, actually? What are you guys eating? We have food for them right here, don't we? Where did I put their food? Where is their food? Where is their food? Like, here's their water trough. Ranger, what have you been eating this whole time? He's definitely fed. Yuki's resting under the shade structure. I have no idea what they've been eating. Well, we're gonna put the branches in the lichen, so they're eating their lichen. Hopefully that'll help. My goodness. I have no idea what they've been eating. In such dirty water. Oh, because of this water. Okay. We've got this. Don't worry. We'll have to clean the little ponds. What was that? What are you doing? I am concerned about this abnormal penguin behavior. Okay, he has righted himself. He was walking at a slant for sure. So puffins are really easily confused. I think puffins need shallow water. Yeah, they need shallow water to drink from. Otherwise, they don't fare so well. So we'll remember that. And hopefully our puffins will sort themselves out. We'll have to make more shallow water areas. But for now, we are going to work on this cold water reef because, like I said, I have learned that they are actually just as diverse, if not more so, than our really awesome, let me put these here, than our awesome shallow water reefs. And they're very poorly known. Like, we know very, very little about them too because of how deep they normally are. We're talking really, really, really deep. And a lot of them are significantly damaged by all of the deep water trawling, where they throw the big heavy nets on the bottom of the ocean and just drag them along to try to catch as many fish and other creatures as possible. And that damages these cold water reefs that take a long, 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 long time to grow. So let's see. We're going to dig out what kind of, let's see, not you guys. Ooh, look at these deep sea brown algae. And I found out what the herrings eat, and it's actually zooplankton. So we're going to actually dig up some of the herring food first. Let's see. It's little fish. We need like these guys, the little zooplankton that we can put in there. Or Atlantic krill, or Antarctic krill. Ooh, that's perfect. Except it's invisible. So let's see, we'll continue looking. I do think, let's see, a reef with the krill. That would work too, so we could put some of those in here. And then, yeah, some more over here. Now these are for the fish to eat. And look at the termite mounds with honey. That is just so cool. All right, we're gonna zoom back over here and add in some of these little guys. There we go. And then we'll add in things for those little guys to eat too. Let's dive into the water. See, and you can see tiny little piles for the fish to start eating. So that'll hopefully help out quite a bit. Look at that. Look at those little krill. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why are our penguins always so sick? Why? Because you're not getting any water to drink. Get over here. You can drink the water over here, I promise. They're just really stubborn about it. Alright, so let's see. Then what we're going to work on is building up the cold water reef. And as I was saying, a lot of the coral that you find down there, or the anemones, they take a long time to grow. So when you have that deep water fishing that drags the net along the bottom of the ground, it can do a ton of damage to things that took forever to get that big. So let's see. But we really want to see if I can find them. There's a specific type of coral I want to try to encourage. Oh, I really want to encourage some mushrooms over for our little caribou as well. But we're looking for a very specific type of coral to grow down there. The coral is really the backbone. Ooh, let's put a couple giant clams down in here. But the coral is really the backbone for these kinds of reefs. They provide like that kind of like the skeleton. Think of the coral as the healthy skeleton that supports the rest of the ecosystems that are built up. So let's see. I want to put down these mushrooms for our caribou. There you go, caribou. Have some little mushrooms. Are you guys like interested in each other at all? Playing chase with Yuki. Oh, that's so sweet. And the trees are totally like getting in their way. Sorry, guys. So we've got some of those for them. Is that it? The deep sea coral, I found it. So this is what we want to add a whole bunch of. A few of these, absolutely everywhere. So we're going to be building up with this deep sea coral. And we're going to make a nice, healthy coral ecosystem. Deep sea coral ecosystem. It's not that deep, but I think it'll be okay. Over here. And if we can encourage this, then I'm really hoping we will be able... Oh, look at all of our keepers working so hard. I am so proud of them. So proud. But I'm really hoping if we can encourage these corals to really grow and spread. The rocks are looking like more natural now that we've got the coral started to be sprinkled around them. Then we can see more marine life show up. So that's my big hope, because there's some sort of hidden open tunnel where a lot of the marine life will slip in. So I'm hoping by doing this, we'll be able to find some more of them. Let's see. And I know that there's more coral that we can encourage to grow down here. No, not that. Let's see. I know some plate corals will probably grow down here. Not too many, but I have seen pictures of like deep sea coral reefs that had plate coral. So we'll put some plate corals in here. Getting a good start, getting a good start. Let's see, sea urchins. I don't know. Some varieties of sea whip can grow this deep. I've seen those in the beautiful photos that you can find of deep sea areas too. Let's get away from the splash. Go away, little splash. And this is more what we're talking about, like these kinds of staghorn corals. There are several varieties that will grow that deep, so look at how beautiful and diverse. Like I've seen a lot. There was actually some pictures of some deep sea coral reefs where it was just these varieties of staghorn coral as far as you could see. They were almost all white too, which was really interesting to me. All right, the yucca, the precious coral. Wow, that's pretty. I don't know if it would grow this deep though. All right, look at all these guys. Oh, it's been so long since I've really worked with the corals, because we haven't had a chance to for so long now. I forgot how amazing it can be just to spend time with them. Alright, and let's check on our very, very thirsty puffins. Oh, this is a rockhopper penguin. Hey, are you okay, little one? Here, come here. I'm gonna put you up next to the fish in the water. There you go. There you go. They're just really stubborn. I think that this is a huge park, so they're having a little bit of trouble navigating their way to some of their food items. So hopefully we'll be able to help them a bit more. But we want to get this coral reef built up too. At least started, and then we can move on to focusing more on the animals. Let's see. Yeah, little bits and pockets like that. This is gonna be like something we'll have to work on in increments, isn't it? Because it's huge, this project. I think it'll turn out really nicely when we're done though. Oh, look at the giant table coral! Ooh, can we sneak a few of those in here somehow? That definitely would fill up room, but I don't think it would work. If I'm being honest, you know? Alright, let's see. Any other corals that we... Oh, there we go. Frilled anemones. Ooh, we almost got under the water. That would be useful. There we go. Frilled anemones. Leafy sea dragon schools. Oh, look at all these. Look at all these tiny little guys. Oh, it's making me want to go back to like a marine area. Really, really work in the marine area. So awesome. Look at all of these. And there are deep sea varieties. Alright, let's see. Any others? Cabbage. Okay. I think we're good at figuring out the different types. So then now we just need like a whole bunch of staghorn coral. All at once. Those kinds of things. And we'll just have to start filling in the gaps now. Now we've got the choice varieties of what we need. Oh, and we need to get that algae too. So that deep sea algae. Let me see if we can find it again. Ah, this deep sea coral. Beautiful. I think we'll have a lot of those. I've just got to spread them around. And then these weeds and just the deep sea stuff. There we go. Is this floating on top? This is floating on top. And then this is, yeah, floating on bottom. So we'll put a few of these down just to kind of help cover up the areas. But look at how much more appealing. If I was a fish, I would feel much safer. Because even though we're still going to run into a lot of penguins, I'd be like, oh, thank goodness. Swim, swim for the coral. I might survive. Swim for the coral. I just might make it. Oh my gosh, this water is so dirty. Alright, clean, 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 clean. And it's still not doing anything. Oh my goodness. Nice. Nice coral. We can hide in here if we're a fish. Be like, you can't eat me now, penguins! And then eventually I'll have to leave this area and I will get eaten. But at least we've got somewhere safe to hide for the moment. Whew! Alright, so let's see who's not doing so well. Oh my gosh. All of the penguins are still egg-bound. So we'll have to continue to work with our wonderful friend BenZooMaster on that. Oh my goodness, what's wrong with you, little one? Okay, hang on. This puffin has managed to find its way deep into this area, so this is definitely a spot that we're going to have to add. Ah, there's another one! So we're going to have to add an emergency water and food zone right here. Alright, let's see, where's the polar ice? There we go. Hang on, little ones, we're coming! Intern and I will get a emergency food and water zone set up for these guys. And also let's get the food out right now. Poor little ones. They wandered too deep in. And I've been speaking more with the locals, and they've said that, like I mentioned last time, there's a lot of rumors about things you can find here. So I'm a little concerned. Alright, there we go. Let's see, let's flatten this out a little bit. And smooth, 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 so they can get in. There. Hopefully this will help. Really hungry, really thirsty. You're in water. I don't know why this is so hard for you, but if we put you at the edge of the water... No, don't use the rock island. Well, he's sleazy. Like, sleazy. He's snoozy, that's why. Okay, is it this rock island? Oh, never mind. This rock island isn't good enough. I guess it must be a different rock island. Oh, these puffins, they drive me up the wall, but I think that they'll figure it out. So we'll just have to keep an eye and make sure that no one gets too critically sick. Like this guy. Puffin number 9. Alright, taking a nap. You should be drinking. Running around. Number 9, I think you've always been a troublemaker now that I remember correctly. You've always been a puffin who refuses to get a drink. There, looking for, you are standing in the water. There we go. Okay, I think it's got it now. But yes, so let's check in on our caribou, make sure they're okay. And the rumors about things spreading here should be pretty interesting. Apparently dolphins come by pretty regularly too, so we'll have to keep our eyes peeled. I want in the water, please. There we go. We might make it a little bit deeper in some areas. And we've got, like I said, a start on building up kind of a little coral reef. So hopefully that'll help. Let's move that rock out of here. Hopefully this will help encourage the fish. And the penguins seem to be able to swim over it a-okay. So let's get some more. I want like more deep sea coral. It's really hard to fill in this much area with coral. But it takes a long time for coral to grow, so I guess it's mimicking that a little bit. Oh my goodness, but it takes a while. We'll figure it out. This is our first real go at trying to make this kind of effort with growing coral. So maybe we'll figure out how to make it look more naturalistic and how to really encourage it to grow healthily as time goes on. Because right now, man, does this ever feel like a big project. But at least we'll peck away at that too. What are you doing, little one? Alright. And man, these penguins are harder to take care of than I thought they would be. But the biologists have been letting me know that they have been spotting a few like interesting things around the various areas of the park. So we're gonna have to keep an eye out on that. Here's our mushrooms for our caribou. Where are said caribou though? Where'd they go? I guess they're like having fun and playing now. I guess now that, oh, there you are. Yuki, is that you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Yuki. Where'd Ranger go? Ranger! Oh, there you are. Jeez, I didn't have to look far. Enjoying your lichen, I can see. Alright. Oh, he's eating his mushrooms. So glad to know he's enjoying them. Alright, Ranger. Alright, he's not made a move on Yuki yet. Maybe it's not breeding season. We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see, but they're both feeling a lot more entertained and they're feeling a lot more social. They do move around in social groups. I found out on like the main continents, they tend to be in herds of like hundreds and thousands, but on islands, they tend to stay in smaller personal groups of about 50 or so. Ranger, you just pee everywhere, don't you? Yeah, I think he just like marks his territory all over the place. So, no interest on their part just yet, but we've got a small start on the huge project of trying to build up a cold water coral reef. And it may not be as big as the 2 to 4 kilometer huge coral reefs, cold water coral reefs you can find out there, but at least we can get a good start on it. We might just have to spread some of these weeds around more than anything, kind of like spread them out here. Oh my goodness. But we'll have to see. I'm hoping that we'll see some various marine life pretty soon. And we might swim with the penguins for a while. And I'm continuing to take samples from them to give to Ben so that hopefully he can figure out what on earth is going on with our poor penguins. Come here, little rockhopper penguin. Not being able to lay their eggs. There you go, wee one. There you go. Got you all cured. Gracious. So busy. And pretty soon we have been authorized to start pecking away and looking for some very special fossils that we're going to turn over, and you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see if we find anything interesting inside of this mountain right here. Whew. But alright, Intern, I will see you bright and early in the morning. That's right, bright and early in the morning, Mr. Penguin. And I'm so glad to see that our wonderful biologists are helping keep up on all the penguin poop. Thank goodness. And we're going to have to see what happens in the morning. So I will see you then, Intern. Bye-bye.